Okay, then we're up against the Warlock. I don't think I have use for Gormuk anytime soon. Voidwalker abusive. That's a good start. So we're looking at turn 1 Voidwalker into turn 2 Voidwalker abusive into turn 3 implosion against the zoo. Yeah, something like that. Actually now I'm going to play the Squire. Because he can kill the Voidwalker just with an abusive Sergeant, but he can't kill the Squire. So I get to kill his Voidwalker in turn with my abusive Sergeant. Yep, this is going fine so far. Here comes the abusive. And my Voidwalker. And I can coin out an implosion next turn. He's going to activate the egg. Or maybe not. Not activating the egg. Okay. But I can still coin out an implosion on the Flame Imp. Finish off the Voidwalker, hit face with that. That's fine. Only 2 points, that's bad. Because now I'm not going to get Cormac value next turn most likely. With 3 points I would have been basically guaranteed to be able to get Cormac value. But with 2 point implosion I'm not. He's going to kill off something now. Now I could kill this with Cormac. But I don't think I want to. Let him bounce his head on something a little. Let's take down the egg now instead. Because we get the free kill on the 4-4. Okay, we have 6 points of burst from hand. That doesn't do much. Okay, well now he's able to force some trades. What kind of trades do I want to do? That's the big question. Well, I could look inside the Void Caller. I have to look inside the Void Caller. How do I want to do that? I can sacrifice 2 of these. I guess that's the play. And rather the Squire than an Imp, because the Imps are demons and having demons is beneficial. But not now. Let's see, what does he have? Something in hand? No, nothing coming from hand. That's good. Then finish off that guy. I even get to play a taunt to save Gormuk another round. Okay, Juggler is pretty dangerous, but he didn't have anything to go with it, which is great. Let's pedal first, see if we can find something useful. I couldn't really find anything useful. I guess Blood Imp is the best one here. Then I have to think about the trades. Trade 2 in there. Go face with these. Play Gang Boss and Blood Imp. I think that's the play. I want to get rid of the Juggler. The Juggler is too dangerous. He can trade into Gormuk if he wants. I'd rather do that 4 to the face now. Still have 4 burst from hand. Now let's see what he's able to come up with here. Now he's going to trade into the 4/4 then. Alright. As well as into Gormok. But that's cool. And I have 4 here. That's 8. That's not quite enough. That's 8. Even if I get a power overwhelming, that's not enough. So I might just as well play the Juggler first. Void Walker, it's okay. Do I leave the Doomguard up? Put him to 8, yeah. Actually, now that I hit it, I might sacrifice the Gang Boss into it. Yeah. I'm only missing 1 damage here from that. That shouldn't affect me winning this game. That's lethal on board. And I have 4 more from hand. Yeah. Warlock against the Warlock. Juggler. Wow, Inferno, hi. Juggler is not very strong here. I'm just going to mulligan that away. I'm on EU. Well, Direwolf Alpha is even weaker than the Juggler, so I'm not sure whether I gained anything with that mulligan. I certainly didn't find any 1-drops. I wanted to keep the Gang Boss because Gang Boss is pretty strong against all kinds of Warlocks. I guess I'll play the egg here. I can't just play nothing. I don't think that's a really good play. And I can't play the Direwolf Alpha alone out there. Now if he plays something like a Juggler, I can play the Horserider and take that out immediately. Or I could just play the Gang Boss anyway. If he plays Juggler now, he could Implosion next turn. So Horse is probably better in that case. Yeah. And these Jugglers are one of the reasons why this deck has the Argent Horserider. Oh wow, but now I have an abusive Sergeant. Now that really makes you think. Too bad the 2-drop I have is Direwolf Alpha. I wouldn't like to commit that to the board. Not a huge fan of tapping here either though. I guess I will go with the tap. Because I really don't want to put out the Direwolf Alpha out there. Then I kill the Juggler. Now I still have the Horserider in reserve. And maybe this Implosion actually is going to be handy. He's going out an Implosion of his own. Yeah, Juggler into Implosion. Only getting 2 points is good for me. I have even an excessive number of Implosions here, so I guess I'll Implosion him right back. It's pretty unlikely for him to have anything that deals 1 damage. So I can use this guy to do the trade. Gives me a better board. And now when I have the Direwolf Alpha in my hand, I can set up a real nice Direwolf Alpha chain if I need that. And I also have enough stuff to activate Gormok, even if he happens to kill one of these. Haha! Implosion after implosion. Do I want to Gormok an Imp? Serious question. No, but I do want to Implosion an Imp. Now I have enough space. Let's Implosion one. Only 2 points, that's fine. With those inflaming as well. And now I again have enough stuff to activate Cormoc. And I can set up a Direwolf Alpha chain. I'm in a reasonable spot. He does have a bunch of cards in hand. Okay. Perfect Cormoc target. It's also good Direwolf Alpha. Oh, this is good value. Cormoc that one. Direwolf Alpha here. I can trade off the abusive. And the rest can go face. Now I have shown pretty much my tricks though. But I do have a commanding lead as well. Here's a ton of cards. He might be able to turn this around somehow. Playing board control or going face. I have 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let me count it again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep. That's enough. I actually even had 18 if I had played the Horserider next to the Direwolf Alpha, but I didn't have to do that. Okay, up against the Warlock. I'm going to assume this is Zoo, so I'm going to keep the silence. I want to silence his egg. I don't trust that I will have a board. I don't think I necessarily need a 5-drop in my opening hand. I'll go with this. Now the big question would be, do I play out the abusive as such? Now that he played a Flame Imp, now which one is going to give me more value? The Flame Imp or the abusive Sergeant in the future? The abusive maybe. Let's answer that with the Flame Imp. At 2 mana, he's not going to have anything that kills the Flame Imp. He can trade here. Or he's more likely to go face and make me do the trade. But then I can coin out the Horserider to clear his board. He's going to play Gang Boss. I'll abusive Sergeant the Horserider to kill the Gang Boss next turn. Something like that. So now I have to sacrifice my own Flame Imp. At 3 mana. Do I even have to sacrifice it? Because I could also hit him in the face with that. Trade here with the Horserider. Yeah, I guess that's more effective. Trade there with the Horseride. He will have 3 mana. There's nothing really big that he can play. I might as well go face. He has to do a trade anyway. He's more likely to play a Gang Boss here. That was better for him, definitely. But still not really great. So I could play Flame Juggler. Also have the egg. But I don't have a 1-drop to play alongside it. Unless I play the abusive. But then I don't have an activator for the egg. Let's pedal. Mortal Coil is great. Mortal Coil was exactly what I needed here. Wow. I think he's going to buff up the Haunted Creeper somehow. But Defender of Argus is not that great yet. Abusive Sergeant Dark Iron Dwarf would be pretty nice here for him. Actually, if he plays a Dark Iron Dwarf here, do I have a response even? I'm definitely in a rough spot if he has one. But he also might not have any buffs here. Okay, going for some brand value. I really want to deny that brand value. In order to do that, I'm going to have to use silence. Yeah. Silence there. And abusive this to kill off the Bran. Now we can still play a Defender of Argus and get some pretty nice trades going. Play it here, trade with this one and this one. This one dies. Still have 2 good minions alive. No Defender of Argus. But he did get his board clear. How much of a risk am I willing to take here? Because Bran and Flame Juggler could clear the whole board. But if it doesn't, Bran is going to die. I could also just go with Flame Juggler, Egg and Voidwalker. I think actually that's a lot safer. Hope I get... No, Flame Juggler missed completely. I'm still one turn away from being able to play Bran and Defender of Argus, so it's unlikely that I can get that combo. It's pretty likely that I will have 2 minions left on board, so I can play Defender of Argus in some form at least. Oh no, is that a silence? Did he find a silence? Yes, that's bad. That's really bad. And if he has an implosion to go with that, that would be disastrous. At least he didn't. That's a little bit better. Now I could just play the Dark Iron Dwarf. Then I could kill both of these. This one will be at 1 health.
So many possibilities.
Let's tap first. Implosion doesn't really help me. Maybe it does. Zoo doesn't have any board clears. If I get a 3-point implosion on the Defender of Argus, that would be really, really big. What are the odds that I can do it? Well, it's 66%. Let's go for that. So now it's very unlikely for him to be able to clear. And I have the Bran Defender of Argus combo next turn. If I were him, I would kill the egg. Even though it's just a 0-2, it's still a platform for buffing stuff. So you get basically a free trade on it now, whereas later on you will not. Yeah, that was a good move. That was definitely a good move. Now it's time to play Bran and Defender of Argus. Yes, that is the play here. Can't see a better play. Nothing protects my Bran. I could play Bran and Dark Iron Dwarf. Then I could kill this, but Bran would still die next turn. But with this play, it's unlikely for Bran to die next turn. But I get to trade out the Direwolf. Now I have the Dark Iron Dwarf play in store, in case he plays now something like a Doomguard to push down both of these taunts. Why would you power overwhelm that? How to get 2 juggles. No, you still get 1 juggle. It's... He got the... Oh, wow. 25% chance to get that juggle. And he got it. That's huge. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What can you say? Stuff like this happens. I want to play Loatheb. I have no way to kill the Doomguard here. And I want to play the Gang Boss. And I guess what I really want to kill is the 1/1 now, instead of the Juggler. If he gets Juggles, they might hit the Gang Boss. And I have the Dark Iron Dwarf, so if I have something remaining on the board, I can always pump it up. Yeah, Agro, you're right, but he was behind. He was really far behind. I actually agree completely with the play he made. He had to do that play, and he had to win those RNGs in order to get back into this game. Otherwise he was just out. But now he's in. So I think that was a really good play from him. And one that he had to do. Now I just have to hope that I have something else than Loatheb still left alive, because then I can buff it with the Dark Iron Dwarf to kill the Doomguard. But now it's looking really bad because he got the Peddler, so he gets even more cards to play. Now he gets a ton of cards to play, whereas he only had 2 at first. Now he gets all those bonus juggles. Oh wow. And that was a great trade from him. Great trade. So he has 9 on board. I have to tap here. I'm in such a terrible spot here. I guess at this point I have to go face. It's very unlikely for him to find enough answers. I can push for 7 this turn. And I still have Power Overwhelming in my hand. He's quite unlikely to be able to clear this board. My minions have so much health. It's very unlikely for him to be able to clear them. He would need 8 more damage from hand. So basically he'd need Power Overwhelming and another Doomguard. Something like that. I have a Power Overwhelming in my hand. So if Dwarf or Loatheb survives, that's lethal. Well, he might have Defender of Argus. Did he play 1 or 2? I think he played 1. So maybe if he finds another Defender of Argus. Okay, now if anything survives, I can kill him. Oh wow, he found another Doomguard. Actually found another Doomguard. Now he gets to do a full clear. 10, 40, 70. He has lethal on board. I need to top deck Leeroy now. Yeah. He needed a buff guard and a doom guard. There. Anything else and he was dead. Thank you for watching. For more action, please visit my YouTube channel, and if you like what you see, remember to subscribe.